Good day, fellow vapors and squonkers. I'm your host, Rocky, and today we're here to talk about I.B.S.B. Yes, we're talking about that camel in the tent, the elephant in the room, itty bitty squonk bottle syndrome, and the treatment thereof. You know the symptoms. You have that big old mod that'll handle those 30mm addies and bigger. You got those all-day powerful batteries. Then you open up the door, and there it is, that itty-bitty squonk bottle. You're afraid to take it out and show it to your friends. You're ashamed for fear they'll know that you have I.B.S.B. You've looked everywhere for a remedy, but none is to be found. Well, then take a look at this. Oh yeah, that's a serious squonk bottle. You say to yourself, where do I get one? How much does it cost? Where? Right out of the pile of the junk juice bottles you've been hoarding. Cost, you say? Just a bit of your time and effort. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to acquire your remedy to I.B.S.B. Let's get started. What you see here are two 20mm juice bottles acquired from Willie's Vapor Cafe in Cabot, Arkansas. Great folks down at Willie's. They have a wide assortment of vape gear and house juices at great prices. Addies, mods, batteries, etc. If you're ever in Cabot, drop in and say hi. Okay, so much for the shameless promotion. The bottle on the left has been previously converted. The one on the right is a new victim, so to speak. From the pre-converted bottle, you'll see the bottle nipple, the inner portion of the child-proof cap, two sections of common squonk tube, one for the outside of the bottle to feed the 510, and a second for the inside of the bottle for juice supply. Also a 0.75 inch length of clear tubing acquired from Home Depot's Vapor Supply. The tubing is 0.25 inches in outer diameter and 0.175 inches in inner diameter. The new victim has the original cap that we will perform surgery on, and again two sections of squonk tubing, the bottle nipple, and the clear tubing as previously described. Now what tools will we need? We need a pair of flat cutters like you use for cutting coil wire, a pair of needle nose pliers in case you need the extra power when you're disassembling the childproof cap, a drill of your choosing, and an 11/64 drill bit. The metric equivalent is 4.5 millimeters. Okay, let's mask up, glove up, and get to the surgery. When you drill a hole through the cap, I'd suggest leaving it intact for the procedure, as you may be able to use it as it came, except for the hole, of course. Approach the victim from the rear and drill completely through both parts of the assembly. And we're done, unless you want to take apart the outer section, which we'll cover at the end of the video. Now we're ready for assembly. Push the top section squonk tubing onto the nipple and through the hole drilled in the cap. Push the bottom section squonk tubing into the clear tube, stopping flush on one end. Lube on both the squonk tubing and inside the clear tube will make it easier. Insert the assembled squonk tube and clear tubing into the bottom of the nipple. It'll take some force, but again, a bit of lube will help. Put the entire assembly on top of your bottle, close and tighten as usual. The nipple and the internal assembly provide a tight seal, as does the outer squonk tubing on the nipple. Clamping it all down with the cap secures the seal and supports the outer squonk tubing. So there you have it, a completed DIY squonk bottle to fill your void in that huge mod and alleviate your symptoms of I.B.S.B. All that's left now is to test the seal. Okay, we finished the assembly of the do-it-yourself Mega Squonk bottle. Now for testing that it will hold a seal. So we'll squeeze it good and tight, fold over the squonk tube, and let her go and watch. Looking good so far. Works good, should last a long time. If you wish to remove the outer shell of the cap, here is how to do it. Alright, I've located the sacrificial lamb, another cap to use for show how to get it apart. And what we're doing here is making this essentially non-child proof. You look underneath, there's two sections to this. Of course, with one piece that moves around and causes all kind of frustrations. You take your flat flush cutting pliers, push them all the way in between the two pieces, give it a snip. You can either cut out a wedge or you can just cut it in a couple of places, give it a bit of flex. Maybe another one. If we can pull that back. Looky there. That one just fell right out. That's amazing. So that we can screw right on the top of whatever bottle it's used. And this is a different type of bottle. It's one of those store-bought things that had like 10 milliliters of juice in it. But at anywho, that's how you get them apart. That is now a non-child-proof cap and ready to be used. Thanks for watching. Good luck and have yourself a vape day.